Oh. Hell. Ah. Damn it.
I can hear you moving around in there. I see your shadow on the door.
Great.
No matter. This is warning, Nolan. You owe, you pay. Vitaly says to tell you he not care how many medals on little soldier man's chest. I come back in 1 week, and I bring Alexei too. If you make believe you are not in home, maybe we go see your ex-wife instead. Very pretty woman, your ex-wife. And your daughter, growing so fast. 7 days, Mr. Nolan.
Incoming transmission on encrypted channel.
Sergeant Nolan?
Colonel Edwards?
We need you to come in. We've sent a car for you. It should be there shortly.
Oh, that's it, huh? No, hi, how are you? No, sorry you got such a raw deal, Nolan. Just get in the car.
Nolan, you know perfectly well how I feel about what happened to you.
Oh, do you? Because as far as I recall, you just sat there with your mouth shut while I took the fall for everybody. My name wound up in the newspaper. My own wife thinks I'm a war criminal now.
You can say no. You can say no, and this conversation never happened. Sergeant Nolan?
What? You know I'll get in the car.
Good. On the back seat is a dossier that will brief you on everything you need to know. Don't bother talking to the MPs in the front seat. They don't know anything about the contents of the envelope. All they know is that they're to drive you to the airport. Your target is Dr. Aaron Sullivan. Sullivan is a world-class biomedical engineer who was working at a military research facility in the Arctic Circle. About 6 months ago, the doctor set fire to the facility, destroyed the contents of the laboratory, stole a number of classified resources, and escaped in the confusion. We believe Sullivan stumbled across something big. Dr. Aaron Sullivan is now a major liability. You'll be crossing into Brazil on board a cargo plane carrying UN humanitarian aid for a recent earthquake in the Bahamas, but you'll be jumping out over South Felix du Xingu. From there, you'll make your way into the Parastate interior. Everything you need to know will be in the dossier. Good luck, Sergeant.
Yeah, thanks.
Edwards out.
Sergeant! 5 minutes until drop! And we raised Colonel Edwards for you! Do you still want to talk to him?
Yes! Give me that radio! Colonel! Colonel, you there?
I'm here. Is there a problem, Nolan?
I'd say, what the hell is this? This dossier's a farce. There's not even a photo of the target.
I'll admit, Nolan, the intel is light.
Light? There's so little here. You didn't even need to write this down.
You've done well with less. I know you'll make the best of it. Besides, we've given you something new to help. I trust you found the headset enclosed with your provisions.
Yo, what's this supposed to be?
It's something new. I've been told it was designed for recon. It has a satellite uplink and a powerful processor. Tactical and reconnaissance assistance. You can call it Terra. It'll help you navigate.
What will they think of next? Maybe a pocket-sized device to take photographs.
Let it go, Nolan. Edwards out.
Colonel! Colonel! Damn it!
Everything all right, Sergeant?
What do you think?
This is it! Your stop!
Okay, let's see what you can do. Tara, proximity to the following coordinates. 6 degrees, 48 minutes, 4 seconds south by 52 degrees, 56 minutes, 45 seconds west.
14 meters southwest.
What?
14 meters southwest.
That doesn't make sense, Tara. I'm looking for a research facility. I would know if I was standing on its doorstep. Okay, let's try this again. Proximity to the following coordinates. 6 degrees, 48 minutes, 4 seconds south by 52 degrees, 56 minutes, 45 seconds west.
8 meters south.
Really? So according to you, I'm already in the facility. Tara, am I inside a research facility?
You are in Para, Brazil.
Stupid machines. Huh? Well, what do we have here?
0 meters. You have arrived at our destination.
Looks like down we go, I guess. At least I won't need to dig a hole when we're done here. What is this, some kind of cave?
We appear to be in...
Tara, radio silence.
Put this over here, put this over there.
Freeze! Don't you move.
Please don't kill me!
Who are you?
Oh, me? I'm just working as a courier. I make pickups and deliveries for the science person who works here. I'm supposed to collect these doohickeys on the table and bring them back to the post office.
Keep your voice down.
My dad told me I never should have backpacked through Brazil alone. What do you want?
I want you to be quiet.
Please, stop pointing that gun at me. Oh, please don't kill me. Oh, please don't kill me. Oh, God.
Where's the scientist who works here?
Who?
The scientist, the science person who owns all the doohickeys. Dr. Aaron Sullivan. Where is Dr. Sullivan?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
Yeah, what do you know? And it's time to say something useful. What do you know about the doctor? 3, 2.
I don't think Dr. Sullivan is coming back. The doctor said this place was no longer viable, I think, whatever that means. Dr. Sullivan said this would be my last pickup. Oh, God, that's all I know. Please don't kill me.
Damn it!
No! Be careful with that.
What?
Oh, don't break the science stuff?
For a courier, you seem awfully worried about the contents of this room. Who are you?
I told you, I'm just a courier. The doohickeys...
Don't make me do that again. I promise you your head will break before this rifle does. Now, who are you? Who are you?
My name is Dr. Aaron Sullivan. Don't break any more of my lab equipment.
Well, you've got bigger problems than broken lab equipment right now, Doctor.
You're here to kill me, aren't you?
You seem awfully calm, Doctor.
I knew this day would come. Admittedly, I wish later rather than sooner. I still have so much work to do.
Yeah, about that. What do you do here?
That's none of your business.
I'm here to kill you. You're about to die. What difference does it make?
Oh, is that so? Then why didn't you kill me as soon as you saw me?
Okay, you got me. I'm intrigued. I was given no information on you, which is suspicious. And the last time I did something like this, it went sideways, and guess who the first one to get thrown under the bus was? So this time I'm going to ask a few of my own questions, starting with, why'd you blow up your lab in the Arctic?
I was under perpetual surveillance. It was the only way I thought I could escape.
Okay, why not just leave? You weren't a prisoner.
Not officially, but given the nature of our work, we would have never been allowed to leave there alive. Why do you think the facility was built in the Arctic?
You know, you killed an awful lot of people with that stunt.
Most of them were test subjects.
Human beings. Those were human beings.
Oh, now that they're dead, they're fit to be avenged. But their lives didn't seem so valuable when they were being grabbed from the back alleys and burnt-out buildings of places like Kabul and Al-Fallujah, flown over the North Pole with canvas sacks over their heads. The government doesn't care any more about a dead man than a live one. They just say they do. And even then, they're lying. After the experiments we carried out, believe me when I say that they weren't really human anymore.
What experiments? What were you working on?
You wouldn't understand. And ultimately, it makes no difference.
Well, the way I see it, you're down to just about two choices right now. A slow death or a quick death, and I can make this a hell of a lot harder than a few broken beakers. And who knows what kind of man I am, really? Maybe there's the third choice. Tell me what I want to know. Really make it worth my while. And maybe I didn't find this place. Now, again, what were you working on up there?
It was one of the most deeply classified projects ever embarked on by our government. My partner, he was the most brilliant man I ever met, a physicist named O'Connell. The government wanted to research the precision by which actions of dissidents and rival governments could be predicted. The belief was that knowledge of the future is dominion over the present. So we were sent looking for the future.
Time travel.
No, we never kidded ourselves about that. It started as an experiment in psychometrics. It wasn't long before we were told to find a way to provoke clairvoyance.
Like a fortune teller. Well, I've got bad news for you. You can't see the future. It hasn't happened yet.
But we believe it has. Imagine yourself standing beside some train tracks, with your back to an approaching train. You only see the cars as they pass you and disappear into the distance. Each of those cars is an event, and it pulls into view each subsequent event in time, even if we can't see them coming. I was working on a serum that would allow full comprehension of time, that in essence would allow the user to view the entire train from a distance. Dr. O'Connell and I spent our lives studying time. You see, when it comes to time, causes always appear to precede their dependent effects. What we see as a world of chaos is actually a fabric of causality, woven tightly from an infinite number of threads stemming from unbroken chains of events. This is an orchestra of hidden variables. Every event is caused by preceding events. There is only one possible outcome, and it has been set since the birth of the universe. The future is essentially fixed. The hunt has long been underway for a method to unlock what is known to a select few as Ventura-grade perception. It was called the Oracle Project, and it was the terminal avatar for knowledge in the service of power.
This Are you kidding me? This is the government's most top secret project. I only came here because I thought I was going to find a doomsday gun.
You underestimate the consequences of our research. If anybody discovered the proof of our theory, the consequences for civilized society would be ruinous. The proof that all events in time are fixed would also prove that free will is an illusion, that every decision is made by our brains, and then moments later we are convinced we made them. We are not in control. We have no free will. Our minds only mollify us with delusions of volition.
Wow, that is the most impressive load of crap I have ever heard. I make whatever choices I please.
You don't make choices. You think. There's a difference. We are things that think, but not things that choose. We're like a child in the passenger seat on the familiar car ride home that thinks they influence the route the car takes just because they guess every turn before it's made.
Okay, I'll humor you. Let's say you are right. You're forgetting the most important thing. This doesn't change a thing about how people feel, how they act, how they behave.
But it would. If people knew that free will were a delusion and adopted a reliance on fate, nobody would feel any moral responsibility for their actions. Civilization would burn.
You're really going out on a limb here, Doctor. Nobody's going to believe that, and you can't exactly prove it.
But we did. The subjects exhibited what you and I call happiness, laughing and smiling. But when we measured their respective brain activities, we immediately noticed a jarring incongruity in each and every test subject. What we were looking for was a neural signature of temporal recalibration in the anterior cingulate cortex. For almost a year, we experimented and we were getting nowhere. But we weren't looking at the right part of the brain. We had been working on the project for almost a year when, by accident, we discovered horrifying anomalies in their sympathetic nervous systems. Each subject was suffering from a catastrophic declivity in norepinephrine excretion.
The brain's happy drug?
In layman's terms, yes. It didn't make any sense at first, but then we realized the horror of the inference. We had never seen anything like it, but it was proof of our theory. These subjects were seeing time for what it is. They gained a full comprehension of the fourth dimension, but they were powerless to influence it. And with the illusions of free will destroyed, they were hopelessly bound to a joyless existence. We tried to explain our findings to a man named Colonel Edwards, but he didn't care or didn't understand. He was elated by the discovery. We tried to convince him that we were committing an unprecedented act of barbarism, that by subtracting the illusion of free will, we were systematically depriving these men and women of their will to exist. To us, the cruelty was patent. It was just so obvious, but to Edwards, well, he interpreted it as an early mark of success. He became obsessed with our work. Not only was the project not canceled, but new subjects were arriving with increasing regularity, and we were being pressured to test even more strenuously than before. Less than 2 weeks later, Dr. O'Connell took his own life. I knew then that I had to escape and shutter the project for good.
Okay, what's all this then? If you're done with the project, what's all this supposed to be?
The antidote. I'm afraid the entirety of our research did not die in that facility. There's no antidote for the formula. So I'm trying to synthesize one. A deleterious bulwark against the development of new memories of the future. It would essentially inflict a sort of Ventura-grade amnesia.
Synthesizing an antidote, huh?
I was. I imagine now my work will be unfinished.
Which means you still have a sample of the original formula here.
Have you listened to a word I've said?
Yeah, once you get past most of the pretentious language, I think I have a pretty good understanding of what you said. You and your partner built a time machine for the human brain. Something that's going to tell me what tomorrow's lottery numbers will be. Something that's going to tell me how to avoid being a scapegoat ever again. Now you're going to give me that formula.
You will be utterly unable to influence your own motions. You will become a spectator in your own life. Consciousness without the illusion of free will be unbearable.
You don't know me, Dr. Sullivan. You don't know the strength of my will.
No, I don't, but I seldom make these kind of miscalculations.
Says the brilliant scientist who traveled halfway around the world to a Brazilian rainforest just to leave her front door unlocked. You might think you're clever, but you're like a lot of the other geniuses. You think you're smarter than everyone else, and that's your downfall.
The future is a fixed state. It's a fixed state because that is a prevailing condition of causality. This is not something you can argue with or point a gun at or pistol whip. This is the supreme physical premise upon which all natural events are organized.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe the serum works?
No, I believe the serum works just fine. What I don't believe is your story about the side effects.
Excuse me?
I think you're full of it. I think the serum works just fine. I think you blew up that facility to keep it for yourself.
That makes no sense.
What makes no sense is your story. If you're so certain that no one's in control of their destiny, why do you sound so worried? Why are you so worried about my fate? Why are you so worried about anything?
Because it's my fate to worry. My destiny in compunction.
How can you try to tell me that mankind would feel no moral responsibility? You claim to know the truth, and your sense of morality seems intact, even with a gun to your head. I'm not buying this.
The rest of the world wouldn't have the unique contextual understanding that I have.
That's your defense? That you're smarter than everyone else? That you're smarter than the rest of the world?
I've devoted my life to the unlocking of Ventura-grade perception. Of course, I've conditioned myself for these grave ontological nightmares. The world is not ready for this.
So the future is fixed. The game is rigged. Well, the way I see it, in this fixed future, you give me what I want anyway, so what's the point in making such a fuss?
Because maybe I don't want to give you what you want.
Listen, Dr. Sullivan, I'm getting tired of this. The way I see it, your only chance at finishing your precious life's work is to give me what I want. Now, what do you think the chances are that you don't give me what I want? Yeah, I thought so. Hand it over.
Here.
I'm going to enjoy proving you wrong, Dr. Sullivan. After I leave here, I won't be making contact with my superior officer. I won't be scouting a landing zone. I won't be requesting evac. I won't be going home. I won't be betrayed again. I won't be powerless against my enemies. I will kill them. I will retire as a fabulously anonymous lottery winner. And for the first time in my life, I will be in charge. I will have some control. And I know the type of men you claim were delivered as your test subjects. I know these types of men well. I've killed these types of men. Men with no fury or compulsion or will. Men who probably surrendered the first time someone ever pointed a gun at them. I'm sure you can sympathize. How the hell did you ever make it this far across the globe?
For the love of God, don't drink that!
Be quiet. The taste.
Your neural temporal expectations are being recalibrated. The order you understand events to have taken place will seem disorganized. Tell me, do you remember tasting the serum before you held the vial to your mouth?
Yes. Why?
Then it's working. Remarkable.
My eyes. My ears. Hey, that's far enough. Stop moving.
Okay, just be careful. The formula is making you sick.
Son of a... Yeah, you poisoned me.
No, that's just the serum taking effect. Whoa, just be careful with that rifle.
Hey, if I gotta tell you again to stop moving.
But I'm not moving.
Stop screwing around with me. Stand still.
You see the sight on the front? See that old coffee can we put on the fence post? Okay, son, I want you to line those sights up with these back ones here, right here on the rear. No, here, no, oh my god. Son, if you don't smarten up one of these days, somebody a heck of a lot smarter than you is going to teach you a lesson you'll never forget.
I'm sick and tired of this. No, stop. I cannot live like this anymore. No, don't touch me.
On the other line. Things are good,
Your
Dad.
habits are expensive, Mr.
No,
Nolan. You should get more lucky if you want to continue borrowing Vitaly's money. But he knows how everybody can be happy. You think you will do favors? He says you know how to use a gun. He always says, Vitaly, you're very smart man.
They don't know what happened. They think the fire started
I know this must seem...
I miss you. Mommy says you're going away for a little while to stay with her new friend, but I'm not supposed to tell you. She says it's a secret.
Guys, he's losing a lot of blood. What's the holdup?
What the hell am I supposed to tell our daughter? I'm glad you can't. It's time we talked about your liver.
You're not the boss of me. I hate you.
Hey, where are you going? I said get back here!
Dr. Sullivan! Dr. Sullivan! You won't escape! I'll find you! I'm beginning to see everything now! I'll find you!
No!
Got you now!
Get off me! You won't find the future you want. The formula is a curse.
You won't find the future you want either. Sergeant Nolan reporting. It's done.
Volition's End. Written, directed, and produced by Michael Downey. Cast in order of appearance: Michael Downey as Sergeant Nolan, Thomas Hyde as Russian gangster, Stephen Boyles as Colonel Edwards, Pasquale Petinicchio as soldier aboard cargo plane, Claire Bonnyman as Tara, and Danielle D'Entremont as Dr. Aaron Sullivan. Julia Mitiga, Pasquale Petinicchio, Thomas Hyde, Tesla Danilenko, Rebecca Tandon, Sean Madigan, Theo Giordano as Precious Decontextualized Memory. All music written and produced by Michael Downey. Original Foley by Michael Downey.